everyone. For some reason my laptop disconnected. Not disconnected, but my laptop, I'm trying to get my settings right. Sorry. My laptop restarted right when I was about to go into the show. So I apologize for the wait, but we're here and I'm going to start the show because I'm excited. So here we go. Thank you for being with me. Let's see. Sorry. Let's get it going because I need to play my song. And welcome. Thank y'all for taking the time out to watch and join us. There are some people that are on YouTube watching. You can join us also at younow.com/newlifetv. So that way you could be able to chat and ask your questions as well, and I can ask them for you. You can also video guest yourself and ask questions as well. Let's get started.
Okay, welcome to the Sequoya show. The Sequoya show. I said, welcome to the Sequoya show. Look, the Sequoya show. Okay, welcome to the Sequoya show. Sequoya show. She's the original individual, metaphysical. Into her spirit, way too critical. She creating miracles. Promise she gon' get to you. Only affected by a few. Beginning to her chronicles. Maybe we'll get logical. Logically, she probably tell the truth through honesty. Welcome to the show. Y'all family.
Welcome.
Y'all family.
Welcome to the show again. Thank you so much for being patient. If you're watching on YouTube, which I see there are people watching on YouTube, you can also watch at younow.com/newlifetv. I'm so excited because we are talking about love and relationships on this show. I have a very special guest. Her name is Nasira Nekisha-Michelle, and she is a love. Excited for her to join us today so that she can share her expertise and her advice and her story so that it can help many other people. Because here's the thing. I decided to do this theme on passion and purpose, as you already are aware, especially if you viewed the last couple of shows that we've had this season. But also because people think that love has nothing to do with your passion or purpose. But you are purposed to be loved. You were created to be loved as well. Some people just give up and they just feel like, I just wasn't born or meant to be loved, because they have so many bad experiences or because they go through certain things in relationships and they feel as though they're just not the right type of person to be in a relationship, or they just feel like everybody hates them. Then you have some people who have been hurt so many times before, and then they finally get somebody in their lives and they can't recognize sincere, true love, and they push people away. And that could be in romantic relationships, friendships, family relationships, just associates, people who are genuinely there for you and want to be there for you or love you, and you just push them away. So today I just wanted to have a show, and I wanted to, I handpicked my guests. So I found someone, I looked at her social media, I looked at her websites, and I'm like, she's the perfect person. And after I spoke with her, I felt like she's definitely the perfect person for this show. So without going on and on, because we took a couple of minutes to get started because my laptop wanted to restart, I want to properly introduce her. Okay, so Queen Latifah said, finally, a relationship expert who is married and happy. Nekisha Michelle Kee, aka Nasira, is the kick-ass love coach, matchmaker, and media personality, helping women all over the world prepare and position for love and the life they're meant to live. Nekisha can be described as passion in action, the owner of Position for Love University and Power and Romance live matching events, HuffPost blogger, and international success mentor. She's been featured in Ebony, Black Enterprise Magazine, online and print, national and international publications. Nekisha has appeared on top-rated news shows and network television in Hollywood, California, sharing her controversial opinions and vivacious personality. You can also find out more about Nasira Nekisha-Michelle at www.nekisha, Nekisha dash or hyphen Michelle, Michelle.com. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let me bring on Miss Nasira. We're connecting.
Hey, I'm here.
It's so finally nice to see you face to face.
You too, Miss Sequoya, and I am loving your whole vibe of your show, and the introduction was amazing. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. That was my son, by the way. He wrote and produced the song for me so I could use it in the beginning. And I love
that is amazing. Good for him. I love family-owned operations.
Yes, okay. And you are beautiful.
Thank you. You too. It feels so good to see people in person, right?
Yes. So, Sarah, I want to introduce you to the audience. Of course, I can't introduce you the way you can introduce yourself, because you telling me a portion of your story was like so dynamic, and only you can tell your story like you tell it. So if you can, just within the next few minutes, just give the audience an idea of who you are and what you do.
Okay, well, first, if I can, let me just say this. If you are tuned in, if you're watching right now, and even if you're watching by replay, by virtuosity that you are here means it is your season, it is your time to come out of hiding. It is your season, your time to get rid of the excuses, to get rid of feeding your pain versus feeding your passion, so that you can move on with your purpose and that you can have the life that you are destined to live. There's a life you're living, there's a life that you're destined to live. And so because you're here, I'm on an assignment. Every time I come and show up in an interview, show up and do anything with television, anything with media, it's because I'm on an assignment. I'm not here because I think I'm cute. I'm not here because I like to hear myself talk. I'm not even here because Sequoia asked me. It's a divine download and an assignment. So therefore, I am Nasira Nekisha-Michelle, and just give you a little background. I was born Nekisha Michelle Kee, but my husband named me Nasira because he saw something in me. Hear this, ladies. When he saw something in me that I didn't even see myself, and that was a glowing star. So Nasira is Arabic for glowing star. So once I got it and I realized, okay, I am a glowing star, I own that name. And so now it's a part of my branding, the Nasira part. So you're all my friends now. Y'all can call me Nasira. So so a little bit about me. As Sequoia said, I am a love coach and a matchmaker, and I write. I do a lot of things, but my whole mission, my life's mission, to help women stop being afraid of love and to position them and prepare them for their ideal soulmate, came from my relationship hell, as I call it. I have been in relationship hell, not just with men, but my entire life. It has been, when it comes to interpersonal relationships, just never worked out. Not with my mother, not with my father, brothers, family. I was always the odd one. And I thought because I was the odd one that something was wrong with me. And I was always trying to suppress who I was as a person. But what I realized, and I'm talking to you, if you think that you're the odd one and you think you're the one that nobody understands, it's because you're special and you're destined for something so amazing that you just have to rewrite the script from being odd and something wrong with you to understanding that you are amazing and you're special. And so when I was having so much turmoil, was abused as a child, picked on a lot. I thought I had just ruined my family when I got pregnant at 13 years old. And so love, and then the guy, of course, didn't want to assume responsibility. So I found myself grappling and struggling through life, trying to raise this little girl at 14 and on up, and then trying to prove to my family, because they kept saying I messed up my life and I had disappointed them, and I wasn't going to make it because I had this child. So I had to prove them wrong, like you can have a child and still be okay. And that's what I did. I had to run away to even go to college. So love for me, even at an early age, was non-existent. I didn't understand what love was. Love was synonymous with hate and disappointment and pain. So that's what I thought love was. And because I picked that up as a child, throughout my young adult years, through my adolescence, through college, I kept being attracted to men who would mirror that belief, that deep-seated belief that I had, that love had to be hurtful, that it had to cause pain, and that it was disappointing. And so I was always trying to prove myself with men. But I'm just going to let you know, after about 100,000 years, I finally got it. 100,000 years later, I finally got it.
It feels like, though.
It feels like that, Sequoia. And from all of the pain that I went through trying to figure love out, I came to a turning point in my life where I asked God, I said, if love is supposed to feel like this, I don't want to live. I don't want to be here. I do not want to be here. But if there is another side to this love, and you can show me how to be the woman that any man, a good man, would treasure, honor, and adore, and we can be married till death do us part, I want to learn that. Show me. And he showed me, because 6 months later, I was that woman. And so part of that bargain was, if you show me that, I promise I will do my best to help every woman out there understands what it takes to have love and have real, true, abundant, beautiful, deep-seated love. And I would help them do that. And so that's where my business came out of, is that pain in learning how to love. And so my bargain with God was, if you show me, I'm going to show them. And so that's why I'm here. And that's why Position for Love University exists.
I love it. I love it. Like, I don't even know if I have any questions. No, I do. Of course I do. And audience, please ask your questions, make your comments. If you are on YouTube, please come and join us on YouNow too. If not, if you just want to watch, that's fine. But if you join us on younow.com/New Life, LYFE TV, you can ask questions as well. Okay. That was like an awesome. I told you, can't nobody introduce you the way you lived your life. Nobody can introduce that story, girl. But so like you said, you felt like, if this is what love felt like, I don't want to be here. And a lot of people feel that way. You can have as much money in the world. You can have all of the latest things in the world. You can have the top jobs and career jobs that's higher than anybody else in the world. But if you don't have love, people tend to have a big void, and they're miserable because they don't have anybody to share those things with. They don't have anybody to share happiness with, and they just feel like they just want to give up. So with that being said, like you said, you went to God and you said, listen, I want to bargain with you, because I think that you did the right thing, because I've done it. So many other people have done it too who found love, because the bottom line is that you have to know what you were created for. And in order to know what you were created for and who you were supposed to meet, you have to go to the person or the spirit that created you. Because
exactly,
it's like if I wrote a book, what is the purpose of this book? And only I know that because I'm the one who wrote the book. So you have to go to the author sometimes. And because the author of our lives, that's who we should go to, because he has the blueprint. So tell us if you was to talk to anybody in the audience right now who felt as though they just feel like they have everything but they don't have love, and they just want to just give up, because people give up for different things. They just want to give up.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody loves them and they're just done with this. What would you say to them right now?
Well, the first thing, Sequoia, everything you said was so real and so good. And what I want you to understand, there is two principalities that run the universe. Mm-hmm. One is money and the other one is love. Mm. Love is the spiritual and is the most dominant, it's most powerful. People think it's money. That's why when they accumulate the money and they don't have the love, they still feel like blowing their brains out, and they still feel lost, as you say, they still feel confused, because love is the divine force and the energy that makes the world go around, and it keeps you connected to the divine creator. So when you don't have love, you're cut off from who you're really supposed to be. And there is a biblical scripture that says you gain the whole world, but you lost your soul. See, your soul is connected to love. And when you don't have love, here's the thing. Love is oxygen to the soul. So that means your soul is dead, which means you're walking around like a zombie, which means you are, part of the clan that's always getting hurt and all of that. But here's the thing. When we realize that after chasing money doesn't work, and after we get to the highest levels of our success in our career, and we are self-made women and all of that stuff we like to chant, and it sounds cute, but at the end of the day, your soul is empty. And when your soul is empty, you have to know what to do. And here's what we don't do. We start to feed ourselves the wrong information about love. Instead of researching, instead of finding, instead of saying the right words to ourselves, instead of nursing the fact that that there is someone out there that is for you, because the word says that it is not good for man to be alone. So your man is out there running around alone, and it's not good for him to be alone. So because you're not rehearsing the right thing, you're playing to yourself all the things that go wrong, but you don't give love a chance, because the love that that's been handed down to you has not gotten you anywhere. So therefore, you're rehearsing the wrong part of love. Love has so many depths and so many dimensions. And if you don't become a student of love, yes, you will always have what you've always gotten. But you have to become a student of love. And that's what I was, a student of love. Just like I took a time and got a master's degree in social work, I took the time to get a PhD in love, because love is very important. Love makes you thrive. Love makes you happy. Love can let you be in a place where you may not have anything, but if you have love, you have everything, and you can create. Love is creative power. So yes, love is what gives us dominion.
Yes.
So that person that feels like I want to give up on love, you're giving up on yourself, and you're allowing your soul to die, because your soul can't thrive without love. Because money can't fix that.
Money can't fix it. And money can't buy it.
No, it cannot buy it. Not at all.
You are on fire. You are an expert, a true expert at this.
I want people to get healed tonight. I want people to get healed. I want them to have an aha moment. I want them to understand. I did not prosper until love became real to me. That's when I prospered. I was doing okay. Yes, I was an administrator of foster care and adoptions and doing all that, but I wasn't happy. But when I became love first, see, you become love first.
Yes.
And see, then love attracts love. But if you're self-hate, you're going to attract someone who's going to make you remember that you self-hate. If you don't know yourself, then go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
With you saying you got to become love first, some people don't understand that, because you said self-hate and you said become love first. You said it in the same sentence. Let's talk about that. What does that mean?
Okay. So to become love, everything in every cell in your body, everything in your being, the way you think, the way you talk, the way you believe, what you receive, your environment has to ooze love. Now let's take a look at what is love. Love can mean a lot of things to a lot of people, but one thing love definitely is it's patient. Love is kind. Love is not about ego. Love is not about, being prideful.
Right.
Love is a balance of harmony and being okay and acceptance. When
Mm.
you become that, harmony, okay, acceptance,
Mm-hmm.
patient, you're becoming love, because what happens is you can be that with yourself. That way you're not being self-destructive.
Yes.
You can be that with others, and
Yes.
you can see it from others. So a lot of times we run around think that nobody is loving us, but they are, but we don't recognize it because we don't even have a correct definition of what love is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to be love means I am in harmony, I
Mm.
am patient, I'm kind, I'm understanding, I'm accepting,
Yes.
all those things that you struggle with. But we're too busy trying to chase money and careers and stuff, but we are not as diligent
Mm-hmm.
with the love
Yeah.
and understanding it and defining it and living it and walking it out. It's something we talk about so much, but we have no clue on what it is.
That's
So
right.
I'm glad you told me to stop, because it's true. I had to be patient. I had to love myself. What does that mean? I had to be kind to myself. I had to treat myself like royalty. And that didn't mean groom myself, like keep my hair done and my nails done. I mean me, my thoughts about myself,
Mm-hmm.
what I believed, how I believed the world was looking at me. I had to rewrite the script on all of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Because go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, no, no. Go ahead. I can talk. Girl, I'm a chatty Cathy. I can
No,
talk.
I love it. I love it. But that's so true, because so many people, they are looking for people to give them what they don't already or even give themselves. And so
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in you attract what you give out. What you put
Yeah.
out there about yourself, towards yourself, even in your thoughts about yourself, like you said, that
Yeah.
is what you get back. So many people don't understand why they keep meeting the wrong type of people, why they keep getting around, why they keep getting their heart broken. You're breaking your own heart. That's
Yeah.
number one, because you're not
Yeah.
loving on and for yourself. I tell people, some people say, I just want somebody to take me out. I'm like, take yourself out. I just want
Yes.
somebody to treat me to dinner. Treat yourself to dinner.
Yes.
You do it for
That's
everybody
right.
so you
Yeah.
have to love on yourself. You have to learn to appreciate yourself enough to love yourself, and a lot of people don't get that. So
Well, Sequoia, let me just say this,
go ahead.
because I'm kind of old. I look young, but I'm old, and I'll forget my thought. Well, let me say this. Here's what I know for sure.
Go ahead.
Love is attracted to you when you are love, when you are love. But here's the other thing. The universe is so amazing. God is so amazing to teach you love,
Mm-hmm.
to teach you love. Now check this out. To teach you love, he will keep sending the wrong ones to you.
Mm.
Hey,
Talk about it.
hey, I felt good saying that.
Talk about it.
He will keep sending the wrong ones to you, because here's what we do. When the wrong one hurt you, you shut down, and now you don't want love no more. You hate, you just don't want to try. He was the worst ever. But when he sends the wrong one to you and you recognize, okay, he's not for me, but he came into my life. What is he showing me? Oh, I'm not patient. I need to work on my patience. Okay, that's a part of love. Oh, I need to work on how I talk to myself and what I think about myself, because he's being verbally abusive. Oh, let me work on that. So you will keep getting the fools, the buzzards, the ones that you don't need in your life long term, until you perfect in you what they're demonstrating to you.
Mm. Absolutely, absolutely. And for everybody who's watching, I know that this is good. And so you can capture your favorite moments on this show. That's the awesome thing about it. You can, and I will share it all over my social media, and people will see who captured it, and it may resonate with somebody. Something that meant something to you may resonate with somebody else. So if you go ahead and capture it, there's a little button at the bottom, or maybe somewhere on your screen. I don't know what it looks like if you're viewing it, but it's like a little play button around the circle. if you want to, you can push that, hold it, capture your favorite moments, let it go, and it'll be recorded. It'll be displayed on this page. You can share it on your social media, and I'm going to share it on mine too. So go ahead, capture your favorite moments. Give us some comments if you like. We'd love to hear what you got to say, and we'd love to ask your questions. So now, Nasira.
Yes.
I love your name. It's beautiful. I love saying it. And you love saying it. You're like, yes.
I love it. It makes me just say yes.
Yes. So for those people who, I'm trying not to lose my thought. Okay. For those people who have it all and they think that they can buy love, what would you say to them?
So
let me clear.
Okay.
Because, like you said, people grow up and they witness what love is. You know what they think love is, because this is what somebody's demonstrating to them. It could be
right.
It could be, okay, I'm gonna beat you as a child, but then I'm also gonna go buy you something so you can know I love you. You know.
Okay.
Or they seen their mother or father get beat up, and then now they buying something to make up for it, and so they think that this is love. Yeah, he did that or she did that, but I'm gonna show you that I love you by buying you something. So now to heal the let's make it two part. To heal the person who thinks that's love, receiving what was bought for them, and to heal the person who thinks they're giving love by doing that. What would you have to say to those people?
You know, I'm glad that you broke it down like that, because I had that very same scenario with my first husband. He was very rash and abusive with his mouth. But let me tell you, I had the Mercedes Benz, the big one, the S500 in my garage. I had another car, can't remember, it was a Cutlass. I forgot the name of that car, but I had two cars. I had diamonds, I had pearls, I had a big, beautiful townhome overlooking the ponds, and I would take my baby out in the mornings, and we would just feed the ducks. Like, my life looked so beautiful.
Right.
And whenever he did something crazy, for an example, I tell this story all the time. I was out hanging out with some friends. I was a stay-at-home mom at the time, and I was hanging out with some friends, and I didn't hear the phone ringing. Maybe the cell phone was in my purse. I don't know. I didn't hear the phone ringing. Well, he called a couple of times, and of course I didn't pick up. By the time I got ready to call him back, when I noticed that the phone he had called, he had already shut my phone off.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and then he made me, when I got home, he made me beg and cry and beg and get on my knees for him to cut my phone back on. And so you would think, like, why would you even go through that? Why didn't you be Miss Independent? Why didn't you get your own stuff? Or why would you even put yourself in that situation? Because you have to look at the person's, again, going back to what they view love as, or what they've always received in terms of what they thought love was. And so for me, I thought because this was my mom's pattern, my mom would beat the shit out of me. But then I had the most beautiful room. I had very neat things, like she would work hard to make sure we had what we needed and some of the things that we wanted, even being on welfare. So that's what I thought it was. But here's the deal. That's going to happen as long as your script in your head feels like you can go through all that pain for one moment of pleasure. If you feel like you can go through that, all those moments of pain, which is probably 20 to the one moment of pleasure, then that's on you. Okay. But when you wake up and you realize, because see, what we do is we glorify the pleasure parts.
Yes. We
glorify that. And here's the next thing. We stay in that kind of a situation because we truly believe nobody else is going to want us. He even used to tell me that. He used to say, nobody's going to want you, you fat, and you ain't doing nothing with your life, you know. But he asked me to be a stay-at-home mom. I had already have a master's degree, had a career, everything. He asked me to be a stay-at-home mom for his child. But now I'm not doing anything with my life. I'm unmotivated. I'm fat. And he told me one time, he said, Even if I came home and caught you having sex with somebody else, it wouldn't faze me. I wouldn't even care. He said I would look at them like they were stupid, because who would want you? But
Wow.
I stayed. I stayed. I stayed because I kept looking around at all the things I had, and I was like, it don't get no better than this. Nobody else is going to treat me, give me these things. There's nobody else. I thank God I was able to find a husband as a fat woman.
Yeah.
That was my dialogue in my head.
Yeah.
But as the church people say, the devil is a liar.
Hey, ain't. Okay, let me take some time. Let me say hi, Tarina. Hi, Darlene. Let me move my screen up. I saw Akis was in here. Hi, Mecca. Mecca said, hey. Hi, lovely Lynn. Thank you for becoming a fan. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Welcome if you're on YouTube, because some people watch on YouTube, too, because sometimes it's a little difficult for them to get on with you now until they finally get it. So I just want to welcome everybody, and I want to say thank you. And if you have any comments or questions, please ask them or share it in the chat room. Also, you can capture your favorite moments by pressing the little play button with the circle around it. You can share this on your social media, and I can too. Share it because someone might need to hear this, because I know a few women this era that need to hear this. So I have another question. I have it somewhere in my head.
Okay.
Because I don't write my questions down. I like to go with the flow and vibe.
I totally understand that. I'm the same way. I'm trying to be more intentional about interviewing and things like that, but I'm the same way. Just ask me a question and it comes from my soul.
Yes. Okay, so here it is. What do you say to or for the person who has been hurt so many times before that now they have this wall up and this guard up, and now they have someone or people in their lives who are really truly good for them and for them? How do they because I know so many women who they have their guards up and they have really good people. I know so many men who have their guards up and they have really good people that's right there for them, but they keep pushing away. But the people, you could tell they love them because they don't go away.
Right.
And they're patient with them working through it. But what advice can you give to that person, since, we've all gone through something like that, but you're the expert here today. Since you experienced it, what would you tell that person?
The first thing is I would want to know or want them to think about. See, these are things that you have to think about and truly answer for yourself, right? Because it's different for everybody. But the first thing you want to think about is, are you happy with the way you feel? Are you happy?
Okay.
Do you want to shield yourself in that way? Because the one thing about shielding yourself from love is you become starved and you think you need another job, or you think you need a new car. You think the person you're with is not satisfying you. But what's happening is you're cut off from your oxygen supply. As I said, love is the oxygen to the soul. So when you are shut up so tight and love can't come in and you're not able to send love out, you're actually starving yourself. And you're starving your creativity. You're starving your juiciness. You're starving your pleasure principle. You are starving. So you think you're being cute by shutting people down and shutting people out, but you're the one that's suffering. You're the one that'll end up with the cancer. You're the one that'll end up with the tumors. You're the one that'll end up with clots and all of that, all kind of sicknesses and stuff. Because when you starve yourself, love is what fuels your life.
Yes.
If you starve yourself from that, you're the one that's going to have the ulcers and the stomach aches. Okay? You're the one that's not going to get anywhere. And when you do get somewhere, it doesn't satisfy you. You will never be truly satisfied until you open up your heart, allow love in, and then allow love to flow out of you regardless of the outcome. See, we want to be in control of the outcome. Here on life, I don't care who it is or what it is. Part of life's great mission is how you weather the storm and how you become resilient, how you bounce back. And if you never go through anything, how do you know how strong you are? How can you tell anybody if I never would have gone through what I went through? How could I have built a successful business today?
Yes.
And my clients don't come to me because I'm the most beautiful, I'm the most fanciest, or, I got all this. They come to me because they feel my soul is real.
Mm.
And you will never, ever know what's real. You're not going to experience true life as long as you shut. It's not that you can't find a man, and it's not that the man that you with don't know what to do. Sometimes it's you not being open.
Yes, absolutely. Now, that was good. Whew, we got to take a breath. Look. So, what would you say? I have two more because I know we at 8:43. People get ready.
Oh, time go by so fast, doesn't it?
You're having fun.
Can I give a quick shout out real quick? Because I have my Facebook Live going up. I want to give a shout out to Celeria, to Cheryl Beyond Flawless Kelly, to Sue, to Tangie. Hey, Tangie. To Tiffany, to Bobby, and to Darlene. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I love you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And again, thank you to Sequoia. Thank you for having me here. Okay, I'm done.
We love you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here, and I thank your guests and your friends and family for watching, and your clients as well. Hi, Karima. Okay, so two other questions because they gonna boot this show off, child, once Empire come on tonight. You can wait 2 weeks.
Right, 2 weeks for Empire. I'm with you. Hurry up, Sequoia. What else? No.
Okay, so what do you say to someone who is in a relationship? Because we gonna get ready to keep it a little real here, okay?
Okay.
In a relationship, not married, have a child, because this is a question that a lot of people have and seek answers for. They get stuck and they don't know which way to go. Their significant other wants to marry them or pursue it, but you're not emotionally or romantically fulfilled because of past things that might have happened. And so, but now the person has turned around, but you're just not connected there. But you have this other person who you're connected to, and y'all been seeing each other, but now you're stuck because you trying. I told you we gonna get real, look, because and now you're stuck here in the middle because you have your family here. You have this other person you're connected to here, but you're not sure which way you want to go because this is stability here.
Right.
But this is where you get the good feeling from.
Right.
What do you say to that person?
That is such a deep phenomenon, and it's a layered thing. So I'm gonna try to break it down as best as possible. Number one, those type of fragmented relationships, sometimes when we were younger, or some women still say it, how they would say, it take 5 different men to make one whole man for me, the type of man that I would truly want. We joke about that. Like if we can have 5 different men. So what's happening is, again, we have to go back to our values on love. One of the things that I teach women who work with me is there are 5 to 6 things that your soul requires in order to have love that feels good to you and that you'll thrive in and that it's blissful and that you guys create something amazing. When somebody is fragmented in their belief system, they're fragmented in themselves, they truly don't have true love for themselves, they truly are shut down, then they'll get the fragmented lovers. This lover is good in the bed. This one makes me feel good. We have long conversation with. This one is stability. So you'll have all these fragmented pieces because remember, your world is an outside depiction or a mirror to your soul. So when you have fragmented pieces, it's because inside of you, you haven't decided that in one man, I can have everything that I need. And then there's principles and there's steps and systems and formulas that you follow in order to, as women, we have the power with our mouth and our belief system to create the type of man we want.
Hmm.
So you can create the man that's over here that's just comfortable, or he's the family right there. You have the power. You can turn that around and make him the type of man that you want to have, that you see in this other guy. But when you're fragmented in yourself, your power is fragmented. So when your power is fragmented, you live loosey goosey and you got to make these decisions, or you live in this life that's all crazy. So basically, the answer to that is go. You want to go ahead and keep them both, because if you with the keep them both seriously, because you're fragmented until you learn the power of you. Until you become unfragmenting yourself, you will never have one person that's going to satisfy you. Never, ever, ever, because you're not going to be satisfied. But once you love yourself and you pull yourself together and you learn your value system, the 5 to 6 things that your soul needs to thrive and love, and then you know how to speak it and believe it into existence, you will see all those things. I have so many women who come to me ready to give up marriages, ready to give up relationships, because they don't like how this man is treating them and they cheating over here with this guy. But let me tell you, the guy that's over there making you feel good for 1 minute, he's not invested in you. He's not paying your bills. He's not doing nothing but rubbing on your Kit Kat. That he's not invested. It doesn't take much to please somebody, to be with them for 2 minutes, for an hour, for 30 minutes, for a weekend. That doesn't take work. But the one that's invested in you, that's paying your bills, that's there with you, making sure you have everything you need, that's the one that's invested in you, and that's the one you're supposed to have your attention to. But if something is not right with there, you got to look at you.
Yes. Yes.
You have to look at you. Why is your appetite so big? What is it about you that you're not being satisfied? Because one thing for sure, when I met my husband, I was satisfied. I was so satisfied. I was so happy. But unhappy people attract other unhappy people in all these fragmented relationships. One over here, one over there, one over there. That's because your soul is all jumbled up and messed up and dry.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, and I see. It's interesting that you said there's a few things that you said that I want to touch base on. Number one is the investment. Invest. You invest in yourself. People invest in you. What do you invest in them? What is the only thing that's keeping you connected? What is that investment?
Yes.
More return on that investment over here, or do you get more return on that investment over here? And really, are you so invested in yourself that you don't need to go here and there? That's those fragments.
Right.
And then another thing you spoke about earlier that you kind of tied in just now too is the fact that sometimes when you said you got to think about it, because sometimes it happens by itself. Sometimes it's a thought process, and then sometimes we get our hearts broken and we go through certain things because it's a part of our growth process. And that's a part of the growth process too, when you're fragmented. And keep them both, because I've seen so many times where people, and we're talking about if you're not married, we're not
yeah, keep them both. Yeah.
Because eventually you're going to get tired and you're going to see what's more worth it.
You're going to mature and grow up. And it's about making a decision. Most of the crap we get into is because we can't make a decision.
Right. Absolutely.
1 foot in love, 1 foot out. 1 foot in love, 1 foot out. That's because you can't even make a decision about yourself.
You can't make a decision about nothing. And
I
see a lot of those people too. You just never could figure nothing out on your own.
Right.
You want other people to figure it out for you. So now you're invested into all these other people because you want everybody to figure out how you're supposed to be happy. Exactly.
You said that exactly.
So we have about 9 minutes left into the show. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Nasira's information in the discussions tab here. So if you want to know more about where you can find out information from her, you can go there, or you could pay attention because I'm going to ask her to give that information in a few seconds. You can also like, comment, share, and, the replay and everything, and make sure you're back here next week as well. So Nasira, what I asked all of my guests to do is to two things. I want you to take a few seconds or a minute and tell somebody what's on your heart right now for them. I know you already beginning, but I know there's something else probably accumulated now by the end. There's somebody on your heart, and it may not be somebody you know, but it's a certain type of person heart right now that that you might have something to say to encourage them or motivate them. I want you to
Okay.
take seconds or minutes or to go ahead and do that, and then after that, I want you to can find more about you, what you got going on, what they can take,
Okay.
audience can take part in.
Okay. So what's been tugging at me throughout this whole interview is there are some amazing, beautiful women who have some really outlandish expectations of men and relationships. And you should have been married a long time ago. A long time ago, like seriously, a long time ago. But because you are so gung-ho on having this strict list of what you think is going to make you happy, you have forgotten
Yes.
to make yourself happy and truly listen to the voice of the divine to guide you. As a matter of fact, there are men trying to work their way into your life, and you're shutting them down because you don't want to go through another heartbreak. And so what I want to say to you is nothing in this life comes without a risk. When you invest in the stock market, you may lose your money. But I would rather for you to open up your heart and try again, and just maybe this time it will be your happily ever after, then you rehash all the time over and over all the hurt, because all you're doing is feeding the hurt and weakening and diminishing and starving your love. And you cannot go through life like that. I want you to open up and just say yes. Just say yes and use your internal navigation system, which is your spirit, your soul. Use that for your checks, your checks and balances. But yes, I want you to open up. You were supposed to be married a long time ago, and that makes no sense. But you are so busy rehashing what ain't versus what could be.
Yes.
So I want you to flip the script in your head, because it can be, and it can be for you, because you're special.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. Oh my gosh, you're so great. I gotta have you on again.
And I will come back.
So now tell the audience, let us know where we can find more information about you, about your services, what you have going on now that people might be able to take part in.
Okay.
Just the information, and I'm going to put your website in the discussions tab.
Okay.
If you want me to put your social media, your LinkedIn and stuff, I can do that too. Or you can send
Okay.
information. I can always go back in here, but I
Okay.
put your website. But go ahead, take.
That's fine. So what I have going on is we just opened about a month ago the doors to Position for Love University. And Position for Love University is my baby, because when I take on premium clients and matchmaking clients, it's a big investment. It's a big investment. But because what I have, I want to give so much. I can't just wait and give it one by one, giving out the wisdom and the knowledge one by one. It's not serving anybody. So I really consider Position for Love University as like my church. And so the women in there, I'm able to outline based on where you are in your life, what courses you need to take. And then you get access to me weekly with weekly Q&A. And then you get master classes from other love experts, like Sequoya is interviewing me. I interview other love and relationship experts, so you can get different spins. Because sometimes I can tell you something over and over again, but then when Lucy across the street tell you the same thing, then you get it. Yep. So we have that, and then journaling. Soul work is so important. Filling your soul with love is so important. So then you get journal prompts every day. Well, 5 days a week you get your journal prompts. I call it your daily love diamonds. You get those every day. So it is my baby. It's my baby. And it allows me to keep teaching and keep inspiring without limits. And it's just an amazing place to be. And it's very cost effective, and it's just wonderful. So that's my baby. But tomorrow I want to be like Sequoia when I grow up. So tomorrow is the premiere of my TV show, Life Redesigned TV. So tomorrow we will be sending out the link, and the first guest was Dominique Clark. She's a matchmaker, and she has a book called She's Valuable, But Does She Know It? So that interview is going to be on my site tomorrow. And then I want to give you guys a gift. You know, dealing with men, it becomes a challenge because, like they say, women are from Venus and men are from Mars. Yes. So what I have is a gift for you guys. If you go to Nekisha-Michelle.com, I have what I created is called Dating Love Scripts. So these dating love scripts will help you understand what you should be saying and the tone you should be in when you're at different stages or different scenarios or situations in your relationships. Because sometimes if you just know what to do and what to say, you'll be okay and you can take your power back. So everybody listening, watching, you can go right there, and it's at the top. There's a bar at the top that says download your dating love scripts for free. Take it, learn it, own it, and practice it. So that's what I have. And then on social media, I'm at Nekisha Michelle on everything. Twitter, Instagram. I'm really getting into Instagram, so follow me on Instagram. I'm really trying there. I'm really trying with Instagram. So Instagram, and then lastly, I do have a private Facebook group, and you can go to that private Facebook group where we hang out. It's about almost 1,000 of us at nolovedrama.com. If you go to nolovedrama.com, it'll take you right to my private Facebook group. But I have truly enjoyed being with you tonight, Sequoia.
I have truly enjoyed it too. It's just never enough time. I know you guys rolling a little later, but that cut off my time, not yours. I'm just glad that you're able to do this and you shared some powerful nuggets, and I appreciate you. And I can't wait till we join in some collaborations as well. But
yes.
Thank you, for real.
Thank you. Yes, no, I'm serious. I'm calling you tomorrow, like seriously.
Yes, please do. Thank you so much. You know, Empire about to come on.
I know. Peace. It's time for Empire. Thank you to my audience over here in the Facebook group for showing up. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Sequoia. And thank you for all of Sequoia's followers, fans, and listeners. Thank you so much.
Have a good night.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, that was Nasira. Oh my goodness. So powerful. Darlene said, wow, very powerful and awesome. Lovely Lynn said, awesome session, very insightful. Thank you, ladies, for being here. Thank you, everyone, for watching. You know, this is the perfect time to close this show with Lynn's I Love You heart, because our heart is there for us no matter what heartbreak we go through, no matter what disloyalness we go through. I think I made that word up, not sure, but you know what I mean. No matter what we go through, our heart keeps pumping. No matter how ill we feel, no matter how bad we feel, it maintains and keeps us sturdy when we get extra happy. So we want to love on our hearts tonight. But before I let you go, you can find out more about me. I have some great things about to happen. I have some products that's out and that's coming out. The website is almost done, but you can connect with me on Facebook. It's going to be facebook.com/New Life Coaching, and that's life with a Y. So it's NEWLYFECOACHING. New Life Coaching. So that's facebook.com/New Life Coaching. I am on Instagram at Sequoia Willis. That it's at SEQUOYAWILLIS. Karima said I joined late, but I heard enough and loved it. Thank you. Esme said I'm here. Thank y'all for joining in and listening. I'm glad y'all got something from it. Also, I'm on LinkedIn at Sequoia Willis. I am on Twitter at Sequoia Willis. I am on Google Plus at Sequoia Willis. I'm trying out Snapchat right now. Bear with me, like Nasira said about Instagram. But I love you all. Now let's love on our hearts, and then we are going to watch Empire. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's
Hi,
try
everyone.
that again.
Thank you, Sequoia. Hi, everyone. Love, laughter, and happiness is healing to our bodies. So let's all be in agreement with this healing. Although you may not be feeling well, you may be on medicine, or you may have some pain, let's be in agreement. Okay, so this is what I want you to do. Sit up straight. Take 2 deep breaths. Put your hand over your heart and repeat after me. I am in perfect health,
Perfect health.
and all my needs are being met at every moment.
Every moment.
I love you, my heart.
I love you, my heart.
You work so hard for me.
So hard for me.
Even when I am asleep,
Even when I'm asleep.
blood is flowing peacefully
Fully
through my
in
body.
my body.
I promise
I promise
to take good care of
to
you.
take good care of you.
I love you. I love you. I love
I
you.
love you.
Thank you, my heart.
Thank you, my heart.
Say these words to yourself every day and see your health being transformed. Thank you. Good night.
Good night. And thank you, Lynn, for always providing that for us, and for Tiaje, a.k.a. Young Apollo, for my intro. Thank you, audience, for joining us, and everyone for your comments. Thank you for watching on YouTube and for sharing. And I will see you next week. We only got 2 shows left, and everyone has been so powerful. Next week, we have Darlene Robinson, and we are talking about getting out of the funk. Until next week, same time, same place. Enjoy and enjoy Empire. Good night.